Hey everybody, Ashton here with Gents, and today I have a fantastic fragrance for you. I haven't had this one all that long, but it's just great, so I had to bring it to your attention. Today I'm talking to you about Molinard Cuir, and for those of you that don't know, cuir means leather in French. Alright, let's go ahead and check out the presentation. Box and bottle are both very simple, but look very nice. You can see the name of the house, the fragrance, and the concentration on the front. You have the Molinard crest at the top. There's nothing doing on the sides. On the back you have the ingredient information. And on the bottom you have the batch code printed here. So the bottle obviously matches the box. Same kind of look. You have the name of the fragrance, the concentration, and the house. It's this great see-through purple. It looks very, very, very nice. And it's kind of like a take on Tom Ford fragrances almost, where you have the same bottle and the same label and everything, the only difference being the name of the fragrance. The cap is just a cheap plastic cap. You can snap it into place by pressing it all the way down right here, but it's easier to just leave it right there because you have to press it really hard to get it down. On the bottom, the batch code is printed in black ink right here, so it's not going to pick up. And there's nothing doing on the sides. Atomizer is good. Overall, it's a fantastic looking bottle. Simple, but classy. Usually when I do reviews, I don't really get super hyped or anything like that, but I want you to know that I really like this fragrance. If you like leather fragrances that are a little smoky, slightly sweet, very well done, not animalic, easy to wear, then this is something that you should check out. It's a little sweet, a little smoky right off the top. There's some nutmeg, there's some black pepper, but that dissipates pretty quickly. As that black pepper and nutmeg starts to dissipate, you get some oud, you get some saffron. That saffron adds a little bit of spice, a little bit of sweetness from the saffron. And the oud is not animalic at all. It's not animalic, not fecal. It's not even really the main part of the fragrance. It's just in there. It adds a little bit of sweetness. It's that more syrupy sweet take on oud. And that's where the leather starts to come in, and it is a great leather note. It's smoky, like I said earlier, but not overly smoky. It's something where you just get like this hint of smoke. It just kind of lays together with all the other notes, so it's not overpowering at all. It just gives you this nice nuance of smoke. It's sweet. It's not a fake smelling leather fragrance. It's not one of those super synthetic smelling leather fragrances. It's really well done, and it smells much more expensive than it costs. You have this wonderful semi-sweet smoky leather fragrance, the oud riding underneath, and then that spicy saffron just kind of kicks everything up a notch. It's really well done. If you're into any kind of fragrances like that, you should definitely check this out. It's in the same vein, kind of in the same ballpark as Tuscan leather, Golden Boy, oud leather, fragrances like that. It's not the same as those fragrances, it's just in the same family. So if you're into those type of fragrances, then I would be highly surprised if you dislike this one. Longevity on this is good, 8+ hours for me. Projects well for the first couple hours and then sits closer to the skin, but this doesn't project like a beast mode scent at all. So don't go into this thinking it's going to perform like Tuscan leather. It performs well, I mean it's above average, but it's not something that fills a room. It's not something that's gonna project, 6 feet away from you or 10 feet away from you or something like that. It's gonna project moderately, and after a couple hours, it's gonna make a nice little scent cloud. Myself, I'm a really big leather fan as far as fragrances go, but it's really kind of certain leathers. If something's super animalic, usually I don't wear it that much. If something's gonna come across, fecal or something like that, I usually don't go that route. I go for the stuff that's a little more on the sweet end of leather. So this fits in perfectly for me. I really like it. So for me, I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. I know I usually don't rate fragrances, but I'm gonna try to start doing that from this point forward. So this one, for me, is a 9 out of 10, and it is a solid 9 out of 10. This retails for $65 for the 75 ml bottle. And honestly, that is a great deal. I actually bought the Patchouli, Molinard Patchouli, which is another one in this line, at full retail. If you compare that to the prices in Sephora or Nordstrom or something like that, that would actually put this fragrance on the low end of designer pricing. So it is not priced, you know, extravagantly, especially for how good this smells, in my opinion. I'm going to leave a link below where you can purchase this if you want from Euro Perfumes. I do have my code 15GS, which would normally get you 15% off of a full-size bottle or multiple full-size bottles, but it does not cover Molinard. So you'll still end up paying the $65, but there is free shipping. I actually did purchase this. It's not a sponsored video or anything like that. I just really, really like this fragrance, and it's not super easy to get in the US. This is obviously better worn in fall and winter, considering the notes that are in here, the leather, the oud, the saffron, that smoky, sweet kind of feel. It suits better for fall and winter. Personally, I wear fragrances whenever I want. I'm wearing it today and it's a hot spring day, so whatever. But fall and winter is when it is technically best suited. Age-wise, this is going to be in the same neighborhood as Tuscan Leather, La Yucca Wam, Oud Leather, Golden Boy, all those fragrances. Again, this is not a clone of those fragrances. It's just in the same neighborhood, in the same ballpark. So if you're comfortable wearing any of those fragrances, then you'll be comfortable wearing this one. All right, guys, that's my review of Molinard Cuir. I love this fragrance. I'm telling you, it is a great, great fragrance. I also like Molinard Patchouli, which is another in this line, and I have ordered 5 more fragrances from this line because this really, really impressed me. If you like leather fragrances that don't smell synthetic or fake or cheap whatsoever, that are slightly sweet with a little smoky nuance, you have to check this out. It is great and it does not cost that much money. If you've smelled this, let me know what you think about it. As always, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.